Yeah, we're in the building, 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 we're in the building. I got time today, man. I got time today. But what I ain't got time for is when you checking in and you ain't hitting that like button. Hit that like button when you get in here and do like you always do. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the Dayroom, where we always keep it 110 all the way across, man. And remember, bring your motherfucking mouthpiece in here.
Yo, we in the day room or what, OG?
I hear that motherfucking all that rumbling in that hallway.
Day room time, man. Tell them roll them doors.
I hear that rumbling in that hallway.
CEO in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. I'm back. I'm ready. Time to run this shit up, man. We got Florida in the building, nigga.
Yeah, we
goddamn Florida in this motherfucker, man. Last week, what we had Louisiana, Texas, damn, we done had everybody in this bitch.
Ain't no doubt. They already see what's going on, man. How they show on the YouTube, man. Let's do it.
Y'all make sure y'all share this out, man. Share this out. Put it on your Facebook. Send it to somebody. Tell them, oh shit, there go that nigga Plexico. Oh goddamn.
We ain't tripping, man.
Oh goddamn. There go Plexico, man. In the building, man. Goddamn Plexico.
We ain't doing no tripping, man. It's all good.
Hey, nigga, this the day room. We ain't be tripping. I'm running down everything, man. You know I ain't doing no plan. Plexico better gone on. This ain't Pico channel. This the day room, nigga.
That damn Show You Love that showed up. He always call nigga little homie. What's up, Show You Love? You know that shit the reverse, nigga. Yeah. It's whatever you want to be, man. Y'all hit that like button, y'all come up in here, man. Don't come up in a half step. That's the only way I'm gonna talk some shit. If you ain't hitting that like button when you get in here, man. If you ain't hitting that, we're gonna have a problem. Somebody might get 45. You ain't hitting that like button when you show up. And that's for real. Let's do what we do tonight. Get to the real shit, man. We're gonna get to the real shit, man. And that's facts.
Yeah, we got some real shit going down tonight, man. Shout out to FaZe on, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. CEO, I'm back. I know y'all been wondering where I'm at, man, but you know, I'm back, nigga. I'm in that day room running FaZe, man. Y'all know what time it is. When this motherfucker running FaZe tonight.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah, man. Man, it look like they been missing the day room, man. Y'all make sure y'all share this, man. Share this on your Facebook. Share this out, man. Let the people know we live. We in the building, man. Quit playing. The truth is here.
Shout out motherfucking South Carolina, man. They watch us all the way in South Carolina, man.
Yeah, South Carolina, Cali. We got them all tuned in.
Yeah, shout out South Carolina, man. We got to drop on you today. Yeah, we got to drop on you today. Y'all hit that like button. Most of all, y'all subscribe to the page. Yeah, subscribe to the page. Subscribe to the page. Y'all know what to do. Y'all ain't new to this shit, man. Y'all was here before we were. Yeah. The truth is in the building. The truth is in the building.
Yo, this your boy CEO Hockley. Real quick, man, today's episode is being sponsored by OGHollywoodspeaks.com. Yes, that's right. OGHollywoodspeaks.com has this fly gear, man. Savage Drive, man. He has this very fly gear, man. He's a former prisoner that changed his life did 25 years after receiving a life sentence, got home, and he been home 10 years, man. He's been out, he's been free 10 years. He has his own clothing line called Savage Drive. It represents the kind of drive you need to have to make it to the top, the kind of drive you need to have to stay free, right? And as we talk about this prison topic, I want to highlight and show and give respects to those that have been to prison and that are doing the right things in today's society. Everybody go to oghollywoodspeaks.com and get that Savage Drive. If you got the drive it takes to be successful, man, support him. Also, you can follow him on YouTube. You can follow him on all social medias at oghollywoodspeaks.com. We appreciate the support here at CEO Talk, and we also like to support other black people doing something positive, man. Savage Drive, that is the clothing line. Get yours today. Salute.
Salute, 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 man. We back in the building, man. It's another Wednesday, man, and we bringing it from Florida today. Like he said, LA, Louisiana, Atlanta. Now we bringing it from Florida, right? But y'all remember, man, go to www.com and get that Savage Drive gear, because it takes a savage, and you got to have a drive to make it out here on this flatland, right? In the meantime, between time, the goddamn Terminator had just showed up.
In the building, man. Salute to the chat, man. What's good? I done tapped in, man. What's up, OG?
Hey, man, it's tough out here, man. They got a lot of shit going on, man. Got a lot of shit going on out here in these streets, man. But
yeah, man. Hold on. I see you got that white and gray joint that you got on.
Hey, man. Hold up now. Hold up. Go to www.com OG Hollywood Speaks, man. And get that.
You got that white and gray joint. I like that.
Ain't no doubt, man. We gonna do what we do, and that's for real, man. But what you got on your mind this afternoon, man? Or should
man, look, man, we got Florida's finest in here. We finna get the homie in here and get to that. But I saw a motherfucking video. Man, where the video at? I saw the video. I want to bring up the real Dayroom. I'm trying to find it. It looked like they done took it off Savage Drive.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I seen that, man. They was in the Dayroom getting their paper, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where they took it from. That's where it come from. They was fading. They was getting them fades in, man. But I don't think too many people have been up and close with them kind of fades, especially the boys that ain't never been that way.
It looked like they done took it off Savage Drive, man.
They done took the motherfucker off?
Look like they done took it off.
I'll be damn, man. Let me see. Come on, I know they ain't took that shit off, man.
Yeah, they took it down, man. But goddamn, hold on.
They done took it off, man.
Hold up, though. I think I got something else to show them. Yeah, I just want to show them what standing on business look like, right?
Yeah.
Everybody being this motherfucker talking about they standing on business, right?
Yeah. Everything is motherfucker standing on business.
Nah, here you go right here. He got one of them right here. I found one of them. This ain't the one I wanted, but I found this one here, right?
Yeah.
Look at this one here.
What you got, man? Oh, there it is right there.
Hold on. It ain't showing it. Hold up. Damn, man, I wish I was. Yeah, it ain't showing it, man.
Ain't that a bitch? I know I had it, man. I know what you're looking for. I know exactly what you're looking for. And that's real. I ain't got it. Anyway, man,
Man, I can't pull it up. What the one that you sent me, man? You sent me one.
Yeah, I sent it to you already.
Yeah, man, hold on, man. I think my homeboy Peanut just sent it to me. Hold up. Yeah, Peanut just sent it to me. Hold on, here we go. Appreciate you, Nut. Nut came through in the clutch.
Ain't no doubt.
Here we go. He know what I was looking for. Yeah, we got to get to this business right here, man. Nut know what I was looking for, man. I appreciate you, homie. You came through. Yeah, I need that one too. I need that one too. Yeah, I heard that nigga holler, Jesus. Yeah, hold on, man. Hold up, man, real quick.
I'm gonna send it to you, man, so we can show all this standing on business.
Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that to you, man.
Hold on. Yeah, y'all gotta bear with us, man. Make sure y'all share this out, man. We getting this shit rolling. But here we go, Hollywood. What I look like?
Oh, you good?
I look good. All right, so we gotta kind of talk over this while I play a little bit, right? Hold on, let's see. So this on the unit in the day room. They always asking what the day room look like. Some people saying it's Ellis unit or something like that, right? And in my day, this was called Freaky Friday. Everybody get up against the wall and you gotta run them fades, right? So let's see what you niggas eager to go to jail and stand on business gonna be doing on your Friday night while me and Hollywood out here hanging out. Let's see what's going on a Friday night. Yeah, this was going on a Friday night.
Oh, nigga, big glass shit, nigga. Big dongle glass shit, nigga.
Look.
Get out the way. Go.
Next up.
What the? Big glass shit, nigga. There's my nigga. Get it, GP. Yeah, get up, man. Hey, y'all don't gotta run.
Now, hold on, Hollywood. I got a quick question, man.
Yeah.
I got to interrupt. When they start letting niggas and Mexicans line up with each other one-on-one.
Everything is black now. Ain't none of that shit no more. Ain't no Mexican, ain't no whites. Everything is black in the penitentiary now. Everything is black. Game done flipped. Everything is black. If you win, you win.
Now, in my day, if you did that to the Mexicans, it's a ride.
Ain't no doubt.
So, I mean, I ain't understanding. They kind of letting them have at it.
Over there. Hey, gotta do that running shit, dog.
That's why we got spotted. Got chill. No, we got spotted. I'm gonna chill. It's good, next. Dale, Catracho, con la cabeza arriba, Catracho.
Now somebody asked me, this is not, hold on. Hey, let They asking me, OG, they say, is that standing on business? Listen, that is not standing on business. That's standing your ass in a penitentiary, wasting your life, nigga. Standing on business is this right here, nigga. Yeah, that is not standing on business, Hollywood. Please explain to them. Please explain to them. But they think that's standing on business, Wood.
Nah, that ain't standing on no business step, man. That's just a phase you go through. That ain't standing on no motherfucking business. You wasting your time and going one-on-one with a motherfucker, taking a chance of getting all your shit knocked out. And if you ain't got nothing, you going to sleep. And that's facts. But if you want to go down there and stand on business that way, they got the white clothes for your ass, and they got a bunch of time for you, so you can go down there and stand on that kind of retarded ass business. Facts.
Yeah, see, that's the shit they think standing on business. That's the shit me and you did for 20. You did 25. I did it for 8. And nigga think I'm eager to go there. I couldn't wait to get off fucking Ferguson unit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't wait not to be running phase with niggas check in, as they say, backdooring niggas and shit. I couldn't wait to not do that shit no more, nigga. I couldn't wait not to come to the motherfucking day room.
But it's only the motherfuckers that ain't been nowhere say that standing on business.
Oh, here they go again. Here go another prison standing on business. And we finna get to the OG Ronnie here. But here go another one, Hollywood. Yeah. Here go another standing on business thing. Right here. This that real standing on business.
Jesus, 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 Jesus,
Hey, I ain't the smartest nigga in the world, Hollywood, but I don't think Jesus coming. Hey, what was that nigga hollering for Jesus?
He ain't in the building though.
Huh?
He ain't in the building.
No. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let's run it. I think that nigga knows something we don't know. This nigga gotta know something we don't know.
Jesus, 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 Jesus.
Yeah, man. Like once again, man. Listen, I'll let to say this, man. Stay out the penitentiary, man. Today we got a dope story, man, coming out of Florida, right? Tampa to be exact, man. We ran all that to say stay out of penitentiary, man. Ain't nothing in prison. Ain't no standing on business in prison. Niggas in there getting high, coping with depression, mental illness, all kind of shit, fighting every day just to be fighting, right? I mean, it's nothing there for you. Today, we got a dope interview coming out of Florida, man. No other than my homie Ronnie Red. He coming by the way of my boy Spliff. Shout out to Spliff D. You know, bringing real live, real stories to this screen so we can share with y'all, whether you young, whether you old, whether you real, whether you fake. Well, we can share with y'all the real stories and the real truth about prison and how you don't want to become a slave and be stuck on a bed screaming Jesus or stuck in a day room with niggas beating the shit out of you, right? These are the stories we try to bring you, man, so you can realize the shit ain't nothing to be praised about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to run around here and be like, I was on Ferguson unit, or I was in the federal penitentiary. Ain't nothing fun about that shit, my nigga. Ain't nothing gangster about it. Ain't nothing real about it. Ain't nothing about it, bro. So we got a real story coming out of Florida. I'm gonna read this here to y'all real quick. Bring y'all some real truth, show y'all some real shit. Let's get into this, man. The topic say 2 men arrested on federal drug charges. Lindsey Cotman, Ronnie Dixon. On Wednesday, 2 men were arrested on federal drug charges after they conspired to rob an undercover federal agent posing as a drug dealer. Ronnie Dixon, 29, and Lindsey Cotman, 33, was charged with conspiracy to possess cocaine with intent to distribute. Remember that word conspiracy. These two brothers was charged with conspiracy to possess cocaine with intent to distribute. The U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearm agents arrested after an undercover agent posed as a man working for a drug dealer operating a stash house in the area. According to authorities, Dixon and Cotman told the agent they were interested in robbing a house that was allegedly used as a storage center for cocaine. Dixon and Cotman were arrested by agents on their way to a would-be robbery. The agents found 2 black ski caps and a 12-gauge shotgun in their car, according to agents. Now, the key thing there is conspiracy, right? And we got none other than Tampa's own Mr. Ronnie Dixon, also known as Ronnie Red, in the building tonight, man. Let's get him in here. Yo, can you hear us? Hold on.
We ain't got no sound.
We ain't got no sound. Y'all bear with us real quick. Y'all bear with us as we try to get the sound. We can't hear you. We can see you good, though. Now, don't worry about it. See if you can turn it up. See if you can turn the volume up. Yeah, it's just no sound on it. Yeah, I don't know why it ain't no sound.
Somebody said CEO fucking up the audio.
Nah. See, they want to blame me. They want to blame me. I ain't fucked up the audio. But listen, me and Ronnie got the same problems, though. Yeah, we got the same problems. Yeah, we still trying to figure it out. Yeah, look, we still trying to figure it out. Yeah, we ain't doing no tripping. Go back out, Ronnie. Try it again. But listen, when you come back in, before you enter the studio, it's gonna ask you about your mic or something. Check your mic. See if your mic check is straight, right? Yeah, Hoodie say sound check before live. We've been trying to do it, Hoodie. Believe me, we've been trying to do it, but yeah. Try one more time. Yeah, Miss Hoodie and Hills, we've been trying to do it, but again, you gotta remember, man, you dealing with brothers. This brother here that's trying to come on, he's been away from society 21 years, right? And he's in Florida, so a lot of these things are new. You know, we've been trying to get that sound right since 7 o'clock.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah, we've been trying to get the sound right since 7 o'clock with him, and he there and he learned, and it's a process. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a process. He been trying to get that right since 7, but yeah, we gonna work through it. We
ain't got no choice but to work through it.
I know what I do got though. In the meantime and in between time, OG, did you hear about the young niggas here in Houston that went into a convenience store, stole a bag of chips, and shot and killed the store clerk after the store clerk confronted him outside about a bag of chips here in Houston? Did you hear that story?
No, that's breaking news.
Nah, it ain't no motherfucking breaking news. They ass broke in jail. Hell is you talking about breaking news?
That's breaking news, man. A $2 bag of chips. You mean they did all that for a $2 bag of chips?
Hey man, that's a fake OG Percy page too, man. Y'all get that fake OG Percy page out of here, man. Y'all bat that nigga ass to the moon. Yeah, man, they killed the store clerk over a $2 bag of chips, man. Again, man, interesting story. Hold on.
All right, man. Let's see what we got right here, man.
No, here we go.
What we got?
Here it is here. Let's talk about it.
Save and reuse in a click. Automate internal changes with approvals and
breaking news that we told you about at the top of the hour over in Humble. We know that a man is reported dead in a shooting that happened over a stolen bag of chips.
Now, this happened at a gas station off the East X Freeway in Williams Clayton. Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle is joining us from that scene. And Sherman, can you tell us what you found out so far?
Yeah, good evening, ladies. Limited information from Humble PD so far, but what we do know is that a man was reported dead. He was found inside of a gray Infiniti sedan that we saw earlier. That sedan has been recovered from the scene, and the scene has been cleared. But we'll show you some video of what we saw when we got here. Here's what we know so far. Store clerk tells me earlier today, a longtime employee at the Sunoco gas station confronted two young men who they say were stealing a bag of chips from the store. That led to the employee chasing them outside. He then got in his car and tried to follow the two who were driving away in a different car. And that's when the employees say their coworker was shot by one of those suspects. Police are still searching for the shooter and those responsible in some undisclosed locations. They haven't shared that with us yet. People who live nearby and go to this store frequently, they stopped by and talked to us, asked what happened. The minute we told them, they were distraught and saddened at the news after knowing this employee who had been here for quite some time. So again, the victim nor the suspects have been identified. Police are still investigating. We're waiting to hear back from them. We're told that we will be hearing from them soon. As we get more information, we will relay that to you on the air at fox26houston.com. Reporting from Humble, Sherman DeSalle, Fox 26 News.
Hey, it ain't go here.
An employee is dead after chasing two men over.
Oh, bad.
Noon here today.
Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle joining us live from Will Clayton East Tex Freeway as police are still searching for those suspects. Sherman.
The police are looking for two men believed to be somewhere between 18 and 19 years old. They released surveillance video from inside of this store behind me to us in hopes that the viewers at home may recognize these men and help police to catch them. A well-known store worker's body was removed from his car Friday near the East Tex Freeway in Humble. Police say he was shot and killed after confronting two suspected shoplifters.
No one ever anticipates just going to work that day and not coming home.
Around 11:30 a.m., surveillance video at this Sunoco gas station shows two young men walking inside. The store employee in the red jacket walks in behind them. After walking around for a few seconds, one appears to place a bag of chips inside of his clothes. They go to different aisles as the worker looks in their direction. Cameras show the two men walking out 2 minutes later.
42-year-old worker of that store tried to confront them. They had a verbal altercation. The gentleman started to follow them. He hopped back in his car.
The employee drove toward the two men walking away from the store in his gray sedan. That's when police say shots were fired.
We got OG Ronnie back in here, man. Let's see what's going on. Oh, he went black.
Let's see if we got some sound check in here, man. Sound check, mic check, sound check.
Tap in with us, Ronnie.
We ain't got no sound, man.
We ain't got no sound, OG. But hey, I tell you what, stay just like that. No. Hey, hold on, OG. We finna fix this here. Who done popped in?
Somebody on the thing right here, whoever that is.
Oh yeah, they just popping in, checking for him. He ain't got no sound, but that's okay. Can you hear me? So, OG Hollywood.
Yo.
Hold on. Yep. Talk to us, Ronnie. Yeah, we can't hear you. What you think about the store clerk thing, my nigga?
All I gotta say, man, That's a more kind of standing on business. Over a $2 bag of chips, they got a whole bunch of shit coming to them.
Oh, hold on. You want to see? We can't hear you, Ronnie. Talk to us. Hey, now look, they end up arresting him. Check this out.
To be free and flexible and creative was really essential to what I wanted to make, and I didn't find a platform that did that other than Wix.
2 teenagers wanted for capital murder have turned themselves in to police. The 17 and 18-year-old are accused of shooting a store clerk in.
Talk to us, OG.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
okay. Man.
Hey,
I'm in here, man. What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Hey,
Ronnie
man.
Red, hold on. Ronnie Red on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. It took me a long time to even memorize that.
Say that one more time for him, OG.
Ronnie Red on all platforms, Florida representative, man representative. And, you know, we listen. And what I mean by that is we represent all good men, man. You know, dudes that's on the right path, man, that's doing the right thing, man. And just like my brother CO said, man, we ain't on, no, we not on this whole platform over here glamorizing nothing. I got a word, what I call going to prison. It's called doing the goofy. That's what you're doing. When you're leaving your family, your friends, and your loved ones and everybody, that's exactly what you're doing, man. So I'm here to educate, man. And I ain't trying to save the world, you know, but it's, you know, teach one, you know, each one teach one.
Listen, man, we appreciate you.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, hold on. Say something, OG.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
He hear you?
I can't hear you.
What?
You can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
That's crazy, man.
I can hear me.
Hey, look here, Tampa, man. I hope y'all checked in, Tampa. I was all on Facebook and Instagram. I hope y'all checked in. CO, man, I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, Tampa.
That's on your end now. This ain't on my end. That's on you now.
Hey.
Oh, no. That's on you now. You over there fucking up.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
He can't hear neither one of us. He can't hear. Hey, listen. He can't hear neither one of us.
Hear me?
Yeah. We can hear. Hey, he can't hear neither one of us, and he blaming us.
Hey, listen. Can the people hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
The people can hear you.
They can hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, even if I got to try to savage this, man, because I know we ain't got a whole lot of time, man, right?
Nah, we good. We good.
You want me to go or you want me to wait?
Hold on.
Hold up.
I'm trying to figure out if he can't hear you, how is he answering all them questions?
He ain't answering no questions. He just talking.
What the fuck, man?
It's the internet.
I still can't hear y'all, man. I still can't hear y'all. I still can't hear y'all.
Yeah. Try one more time. Go out and come back in one more time.
He can't hear you.
I got the kick out button. Nigga, you can hear the kick out. Hell is you talking about? He can't hear me. I know he can't hear me.
Oh, man.
None of you intersection niggas can hear a nigga.
Humble after investigators say the pair stole a bag of chips. KPRC2 was there as the teens walked into Houston Police headquarters this evening. Community activist Quano X says the teens reached out to him about coming forward.
How were they feeling, you know, right before they walked in here?
Extremely nervous, sad. All of this started over a bag of chips, and no human life is worth losing over a bag of chips.
KPRC2's Coralie Peel was there as the teens made their way to HPD. She joined us live from there with what the teens are saying.
Where that place?
All right. Can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, there he is, man. Let's run this shit again, man. Hey, y'all. Hey, with no further ado, man, we back in the day room. OG Hollywood, CEO Hockley, and we got none other than Tampa, Florida's own Mr. Ronnie Red. Introduce yourself, OG.
Hey, man, this is Ronnie Red on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Hit that subscribe and like, man. It took me a long time to get that shit down packed, man. I was stuttering over that shit and every motherfucking thing.
Hey, man, we in the building. Listen, they laughing at us in the chat. But once again, it goes to show you, man.
Everybody tapped in, excuse me, bro. I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to say this. Everybody tapped in Tampa, Florida, man. Listen, man, all over Facebook, Instagram, I put it everywhere, man. Thank you for the support, man. These are my player partners out of Houston, man, out of Texas, man. Good dudes right here, man. We finna lay it out for y'all, man. Go ahead, CEO. Sorry about that.
Nah, good job. They laughing at us, man. You know, they get a kick of seeing some old penitentiary niggas get defeated by technology. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm definitely defeated. I'm defeated, bro. I'm defeated, bro. I'm telling you, man. Hey, listen, man, when I first got out, dog, and a 3-year-old got on YouTube, bro, turned that goddamn phone on, bro. Got on YouTube, went to some kind of little cartoon pickle party, whatever they call that shit. Man, listen, I felt dumb as a motherfucker, man.
Say,
But you know what though?
You
It's
ain't
like,
by yourself.
you know what though? It's like fucked up, right? That the feds of the state don't have they don't have any classes, you know what I'm saying, that's dealing with stuff like that. Dudes coming home from doing 15, 20 years, man. You know what I'm saying? And they getting out to them phones. Yeah, they have phones, you know, dudes be fucking around in prison a little bit, but they ain't living everyday life with no phone. And that niggas on Instagram, Facebook, and Tinder and POFs and every goddamn thing else, because I had a phone in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it wasn't dealing with everyday life and things like this. That's why we run into these bumps though.
Right. All right. Let's roll, man. I read your case, right? You had posted your case. That was the news article, right? So let's jump into it, man, while we got people time and people energy.
Definitely.
Give us a little more insight about your case, what year it happened, and how much time did you receive and serve?
Okay, the year it happened was in 2002. And it's what you call a stash house robbery. You know, and mainly what they doing is these cases started down in Miami. And they was combating what was going on was the Haitians and niggas down there was robbing them ports. They was down there going on them boats or whatever, hitting them, you know, 20, 30 blocks or whatever, and a whole bunch of money and all this. So the ATF teamed up with the DEA and they came up with a task force, you know what I'm saying, to try to combat that. So when they tore Miami up down there like that, because they was killing them and everything, sometime at some of these places, they would lower them there, because they lowered me at a mini storage. That's like the arrest spot, you know, because they tell you, hey, when it's over with, hey, we're going to meet here, and this way we're going to split the proceeds of the drugs and the money. Because in my case, it supposed to have been 15 kilos and $180,000. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Florida, so me hearing those type of licks, that wasn't new to me, you know, because I done kicked in those and took a couple of bricks here.
Okay.
Oh, he went out? Oh, no, he must got a phone call.
Somebody called him.
Yeah, somebody called him.
He'll figure it out. He'll be back. This shit get the best of you sometime, man. That's why you gotta be patient. Gotta be patient, man.
If niggas in call, that's ghetto fabulous in the thing. Man, Hollywood, you fucking up the show, man.
I ain't tripping. Somebody gotta fuck it up. At least I ain't on that motherfucker screaming Jesus.
Hey, at least I ain't on that bump. Shout out to my nigga Dewberry in the goddamn building.
I hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah, you right back. You
Okay,
right back.
So as I was saying, like in my situation, it was supposed to have been 20 kilos of cocaine, 15 to 20 kilos of cocaine, and $180,000. The guy that I was actually, the female turned me on to, because she was a dancer and it's somebody that I was involved with. And come to find out, after I looked at the paperwork, the feds gave her 60.
Uh-oh. No, we went out again, man. We ain't got no sound.
You went out. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna kick him out. He'll come back in.
We're gonna get through this motherfucker sometime today.
Sometime. Nigga, what the fuck you mean sometime, nigga? What you talking about?
Man.
Huh?
We're gonna get through it sometime today. You gotta be patient with this thing, man.
Okay, I'm here. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
right back.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get this out because we fucking up, y'all. Let me get this out. To all the viewers and all the supporters, man, I'm sorry for this shit. We having technical difficulties. See, this is example of why not to take your motherfucking ass to prison. Because I'm sitting over here struggling like a motherfucker, don't even know how to turn the microphone on this bitch or nothing. And I ain't scared to admit that shit, man. Straight up, man. I'm over here struggling like a motherfucker. Anyway, to make a long story short, I meet the agent. I talk about robbing the feds. Unbeknownst to me that he was an ATF agent. This wasn't a snitch. This was a real agent. They put him in a Lexus. They had him in a ponytail, Italian loafers, and I'm talking about the whole nine, man. Goddamn Versace shirts and everything. So I sat there with this dude for a whole month, just me and this agent talking about this would-be robbery. Just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I've never did them, just talk. So he knew at that point that he couldn't get me for a conspiracy because he was a federal agent. And under the conspiracy law, you can't conspire with CIs and agents because they're part of the law.
Right.
So what he did was he told me that it was armed people in this house, meaning that it might be a couple of dudes in there guarding the drugs or whatever. So I pulled a childhood friend in there. At that point, that's when the federal government is saying that the conspiracy started. But that's far from the truth because you can't create a conspiracy. It has to already be existing whenever the government infiltrated. Meaning that when you look at these big drug things, these big drug like these biker organizations or these big drug cartels, whenever the feds go in it, they already be there. You can't go to me and go to C and go to homie right here and this and that, and then you done form the thing, because what you did, you just manufactured a crime. So that's basically what they did. Is I just talked about it. Nothing else. Put it like this. I'm even go deeper than that, man. It never even existed. Meaning that it ain't even like y'all had a house with some dummy bricks in there and my dumb ass done went in there and kicked the door in and y'all jumped out the closet and got me. It wasn't even like that. The only thing they wanted me to do was talk about it. I talked about it. They federally indicted me and gave me 27 years in prison for that.
Right.
27 years in prison. And they hit me with every drug kingpin federal statute that they could. 851, 924C, 4B1, ACCAs. And if y'all don't know what that is, I'll break all that down to you later on.
Right.
But all those are minimum mandatory drug statutes,
right,
that they hit you with. And I'm gonna tell a lot of y'all guys, man, when y'all copping out to a disprobation for these drug charges or gun charges or whatever you copping out to, when you go over to the feds, they are gonna enhance you for that. That's how I got all the time. You gotta think.
Yeah. Hold on. That's what he gonna ask you. Go, go, OG.
So let me ask this, man. I want to explain to this audience, right? Like you said, we're gonna get through this shit because this motherfucker keep going in and out. And
yes, sir, man. We getting to it.
Okay, so explain to the audience, right? What constitutes a conspiracy under the federal law?
What constitutes the conspiracy under the federal law is when two or more people conspire in the furtherance of a drug trafficking crime, or it can be a crime of violence to do that crime. That's what that's what constitutes a conspiracy. It just takes you and somebody else just to talk about it. You don't even have to possess no drugs. Just talk about it. That's all you got to do. You and somebody else sitting up talking about drugs. I didn't get caught with any drugs, man, and caught 27 years. You had and it was a whole lot of dudes in there that actually got caught up in some real conspiracies that didn't get caught with any drugs. I done seen cases where they may have a 30-man indictment, all of them on the same case, and they don't have no drugs, and they get life sentences. Okay, life sentences, man.
I got a question for you. Because it's gonna go into what you was just asking. This question here is this here, OG Ronnie. It say, give us an explanation of what the federal guidelines and mandatory sentencing laws mean and how do they work. That's what you were just finna give us. Explain to the people what is the federal guidelines and how does mandatory sentencing work under those guidelines.
Okay, this is how that works. When I first went in the system, the guidelines was mandatory. And what I mean by mandatory is if you scored out to 30 or 40 years, that's what you got. And the only thing that could get you under that was a safety valve or you ratted. A safety valve is when you've never been in trouble before, so that can break a minimum mandatory. It's only two things that can break a minimum mandatory in the federal system. Always remember this: you ratted or a safety valve. Nothing else breaks a minimum mandatory. So in my case, I had a minimum mandatory sentence, meaning I had the conspiracy, and it was 10 to life, meaning that the minimum I could get was 10 years. So say if I didn't even have a record, that it was my first time in prison, the minimum I could have got for that crime was 10 years. But being that I was a career offender, no, let me straighten that. An armed career offender, because I was both. I got hit with a 4B1, that's a career offender where they use 2 priors. In my case, they used 2 robberies. Damn, I don't even want to say it. That's gonna get my age up like a motherfucker. In
Nah, that's
1988,
cool,
man.
but basically you saying they used 2 prior convictions that had nothing to do with this case.
You know, it had nothing to do with this case. Hold up now, it gets tricky. They got the 4B1, which is the career. Then they have the ACCA, which is the Armed Career Criminal Act. And they hit me with both of them. And those are 2 vicious, like those are almost the worst enhancements you can get in the federal system. And the 4B1 is they can go back 15 years and use 2 priors. And with the ACCA, they can go back as long as they want to go back and use 3 priors. Well, in my situation, they used 2 of the same priors on one, meaning they used 2 robberies on the 4B1, which was the career. Then you use the same 2 robberies on the ACCA, and I hope I ain't losing y'all, which was the Armed Career Criminal Act. And then you threw a state joint gun in there, because I need 3 to be an ACCA. It's the difference. Whenever you a 4B1, they need 2 priors. When you an ACCA, they need 3. Well, in my case, they had them all. So they hit me with the 4B1 as well as the ACCA, which is the Armed Career Criminal Act. That's when they want to get rid of you. When they hit you with the ACCA, that means we tired of you. You've been in and out the state joint. We finna give it to you, man.
Okay, I got a question. So you go in and your case by itself, right? For those listening, this case by itself carried 10 years to life.
Correct.
Okay, but now you got not 1 enhancement, 2 enhancements.
No, I got more than that because I got a 924C. And for all y'all fellas out there don't know what a 924C is, a 924C is a black man's enemy. A 924C is when you catch a dope case, but you got a gun with you. Or you catch a robbery and you got a gun, because there's 2 924Cs. You got one in the furtherance of a drug trafficking crime, and then you got one in the furtherance of a robbery, meaning if you rob a bank or a store. Right. Either way, whatever sentence that you get, it's going to be ran consecutive. Meaning that if they gave you 25 years for the drugs, like in my case, I got lucky. And what I mean I got lucky, because they gave me 21 years for the drugs, but 5 years running consecutive for the gun that I had. But say if that gun would have been an AK or FN or any kind of semi-automatic weapon, I would have got 30 mandatory for that gun.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking you. So your case carries 10 years to life under the federal guideline systems, but then they use the enhancements of your previous crimes and this crime of you having a gun and drugs. Where did that put your minimum? Where did it move it from? Did it move it from 10 to 20 or what? How did that work?
And that's a good question you asked. It moved it from 10 to life to 15 to life.
15 to life.
Yes, because the regular conspiracy carries 10 to life.
Okay.
But the ACCA carries 15 to life. Meaning that right now, watch this right here. I'm a convicted felon, right? Right. If I get caught with a gun right now, they're gonna ACCA me again. But the minimum I can get is 15 years. That ain't include no enhancements now. The minimum I can get is 15 years.
Right.
Yes. And watch this right here. I'm gonna even make it simpler, right? This is going to show you, and I'm talking to all the viewers out there, just how important your priors are, bro. Is if I ain't never been in trouble before, my crime carried 10 to life, I would have listen, they would have gave me 10 years and I would have got out in 8 years. I ended up doing 21. But I would have got 10 and they would have did 8. This is how your priors are. I end up getting 27 years. So if we do math right here, that means I got more time for my priors than I did the instant offense. Because the instant offense would have just got me 10. But being that I had the priors, it enhanced me all the way to 27 years.
Got you. OG, what you got, OG?
Man. So anyway, let me ask this here, Red.
Yes, sir.
When did the federal prison go from looking up the big time, big money people? I mean, go from locking up the big time, big money people and locking up the average Joe criminal that's caught with drugs in the school zone?
Okay. First of all, that's a good question. First of all, I am the average Joe Schmo criminal. I ain't no federal nigga. I'd be quick to tell a nigga that. No, I ain't no federal nigga. I'm a state joint nigga. I don't even know why I'm over here. Let's get that clear for all the viewers. That's what I am, a state nigga. And not to say that to brag, but I'm finna answer his question because that's a good question as to when they started pushing us over there. I'm gonna say it started about in 98, 99. You know what I'm saying? That's when they turned the feds into one big state joint. And what I mean by that is when you heard the stories about the feds, it was always either a paper crime or either some kind of kingpin. You know, that was 25 years ago. Now you got the average Joe. You got to think, you got little Ray, you know, he probably got a prior dope case or something, and he up at the corner store or something, and Vice jump out on his little ass and catch him with a gun in his pocket, and the Fed will give him 10 years for that. Back in the days, they wasn't doing that. So yeah, it definitely, and then the reason why they did that, because it's a money thing. You gotta think that's a money thing. They, you know what I'm saying? The feds looking at the state like, damn, man, they getting all that money over here. Shit, we got to pull some of these motherfuckers over there. Because the state playing so, I mean, the feds is playing so dirty, you can catch a state gun charge and the feds will come over there and grab that motherfucker.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
We see that with the rappers. You know what I'm saying? And some street people. But that's so the stigma when we was growing up was that if you went to the feds, it was for some big time stuff. The feds didn't waste their stuff on petty stuff. Correct. So now you got niggas in there, like now you got niggas that came on for the feds. Know they caught a 3 gram dope case in the school zone with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Using the stigma of feds being big time to think they live. So that's why we asked that question, because criminals or street niggas still look at the federal system as a prestigious system to enter into.
No, it's not. And listen, CO, listen, you are so right about that. It's because dudes are still riding the wave of, I went to the Fed, I went to the Fed, I went to the Fed. Like that was a badge of honor back in the days in the 80s and like parts of the 90s if you went to the Fed and you got out and you stood solid, because niggas knew that you was about getting money, because that's all it was. It was white collar crimes, and the majority was drug cases. And when they flushed them in there, that's when it changed. But like CO just said, you know what I'm saying? You know, dudes is still riding the wave of that, ain't it? Listen, you don't have to be no big drug dealer, man, or no kingpin right now to go to no Fed, man. You know, they can get you from 5 grams or more, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't have to be big time for that. So dudes bragging on that and still holding on to that. No, man, that shit a big state joint, man. That's what it is, man. Ain't nothing but a whole bunch of state dudes in there. Right. Really, it's almost like the state dudes are outnumbering the old federal inmates in there, because there's so many dudes that done been to the state that's all throughout that system now.
Right. Okay. It go to the next question. Unlike individual prisons in state prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we finna ask you. I'm finna ask you about that paperwork. So
that's right.
Okay. Unlike the state prisons, we here in Texas. I'm from the Houston area. OG Hollywood from the Dallas area.
Yes, sir.
We've been to prison. I did 8 years. He did 25 years, right? When we was in there, we never saw nobody else's paperwork.
Okay.
Right? So in the state, it's not a thing where someone shows their paperwork, right? If we wanted to know about a person's crime, we'll ask a guard to go look it up to tell us what he did. But we never got actual court documents unless you got it from the dude who got his court case and he's trying to fight it or something, right? So what the public don't know about your shirt is that the federal system started the whole idea of the whole thing of people showing their paperwork, right? So That's my question. I say, unlike the state prisons, federal prisoners introduced us to what we call now as paperwork parties. When a prisoner arrives to federal prison, is it mandatory for them to show their paperwork, and why?
The only place where it's mandatory to show your paperwork in a federal prison system, and the word is mandatory, is the United States penitentiaries. And you maybe have a couple of mediums. I know I got a couple of partners in the joint looking at me right now. They probably say, you got a spot like, Victorville, Atwater medium, or Pollock medium. You got spots like that they'll ask for paperwork. But 90% of the mediums, lows, and camps don't do that. That's only like a penitentiary thing. And no, the state, I don't know about other states. I done been around dudes from other states, and they say they didn't check paperwork, but I'm gonna just speak for my state of Florida. No, they do not check paperwork. That just wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a thing to check no paperwork. Because it's almost like, I was just telling the dude the other day that, I done got caught with guns and large amounts of cocaine. I've been doing this since the 80s, man. And back when we got caught up like that, it never even came in our mind to tell. It wasn't even a thought to do it. That's how much shit done changed. Like, y'all from the same school I'm from. You remember back then when you got caught up, it wasn't even a thought.
Take your lick.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about, you didn't even think about it like, damn, I'm finna tell on this dude. Put it like this. Out of every 10 dudes back in the 80s and 90s, 2 of them was telling, maybe 1.5. Now the numbers done flip. It's 8.5 telling and 1.5 keeping it solid.
Right.
But the paperwork part of the thing, yeah. When you get to the Fed, man, you got 30 days to come up with that, man. You got 30 days to come up with that motherfucking paperwork, man. 30 motherfucking days, man. And you got some niggas on the 29th day to just disappear. And what I mean disappear is he go ahead and ride out for 30 days. I mean, for 29 days. He gonna run him up a drug tab. He gonna do all kind of fuck shit. And on the 29th day, he gonna duck off and take confinement because he know he ain't got that paperwork right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Hollywood, what's the next question? No, he's finna ask you something about that. He's finna ask you something about it. Shoot, Hollywood.
Go ahead, Wood.
Go ahead. Now, what if that paperwork ain't right? What is the consequence and repercussions for the paperwork not being right?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all raw. The paperwork not being right, it's like, it's undecided. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes dudes might be nice that day and just walk you up. And what I mean walk you up is, hey, look, bro, you can't be here no more. And there ain't gonna be no bloodshed, and they ain't gonna stab the fuck out of you. They might just tell you to just try it somewhere else. You can't be here. I saw that a lot. But then there's other cases where niggas just motherfucking find out that you done ratted on somebody, and they'll trick you into a cell. And they might be in there smoking weed and drinking and playing spades and eating fried chicken and everything, and the nigga just might bust in the door and just start stabbing the fuck out you. So it goes both ways. Yeah. I done seen it both ways. And you know what though? And there's one thing about my people. I'm talking about black people. We some compassionate motherfuckers. Because in the federal system, we the most people in the federal system that'll give a motherfucker a pass in a sense to just walk them up. Meaning that we'll fuck you up. But when you dealing with the Mexicans and white boys and shit like that, oh man, they don't have a zero tolerance for that. There is no walking up. Yeah, you gonna walk up, they gonna drag your ass up after they done stabbed 100 holes in your motherfucking ass. Us, oh, we nice. Yeah, man, go ahead. Yeah, man, just get on. They might kick you in the ass a little bit. But them white boys and them Mexicans and them gangs and shit like that, they no. It's knife play. It's knife play, bro. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now we still, man, you giving some great answers. I hope the audience is listening as you explain how this stuff actually works. Because again, like you said, paperwork be wrong. Sometimes
I don't mean to cut you off. I got to tell you this too about the paperwork party.
Right.
Is that on every compound in the United States penitentiary, that's the maxes, it's some old ass nigga, dog, that been in 30 years to check that paperwork. That's his job. That's all he do. He goddamn, he gonna go on pacer. Goddamn it, you can't duck him. He done been in 30 years, and this is what he do, is he checks fucking paperwork. And if he find out you hot, which is hot in the Fed mean that you a rat. And if he find out that you fucked up, He can't wait to expose your ass so them niggas can motherfucking put 1,000 holes in your ass. And usually be an old miserable motherfucker that been in 30 years and he just looking for shit. But I just said that the way, and the reason why they have, people probably wondering, because when I first went in the Fed, dude was like, yeah, man, dudes want to see your paperwork. At the end of the day, I'm a state nigga. I'm like, paperwork? What the fuck they mean? Dude want to go through my personal shit and go through my paper? Like, I ain't got nothing to hide, but who the fuck is he? That's the way I was looking at it.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand that the reason why they do that, the whole paperwork thing that we do, the fucking reason why this is so serious right here, y'all, and y'all need to understand this, is that if your paperwork ain't right and you come into a United States penitentiary and you get in some shit, and me as a Florida representative, and I ain't checked your paperwork and I helped you, but come to find out you fucked up. Now my life is in danger for the rest of the time I'm in prison because now I done harbored a dude that's a rat. Versus me checking his paperwork, because once I check his paperwork, once he is straight, he ain't got to be the toughest nigga in the world. He can't, I don't give a damn if he can't fight or nothing. As long as he ain't no rat or he ain't no homosexual and he's standing on what he stand on, then goddamn it, he can actually come in. But if that paperwork ain't right, goddamn it, we got to get rid of you, man. Like it's like almost like a cancer.
Right. All right. Now explain this. We here in Texas, we did state time, right?
Yes, sir.
More sure like in Florida, you did state time. There's a North Florida, there's a South Florida,
and
right?
A Central.
And a Central Florida.
That's
so it's the same way in California. There's a North, there's a South, right? Okay. So in state prison, that's how things be pretty much divided. In Texas, you either from Dallas or ride with Dallas, or you from Houston and you ride with Houston, right?
Correct.
Okay, help me understand and help the viewing audience understand this about federal prison, right? Explain to us the whole car situation in the federal prison and which car did you roll with? So kind of break how the car situation works as it relates to federal prison for people that never been there and don't know.
Okay, for everybody who have never been to federal prison, whether you know it or not, you are gonna be a part of a car. You're gonna be a part of something. You're gonna be a part, and a car is like me, I'm from the Florida car. They call it a car for some reason. It's like a group. It's not a gang in all, you know what I'm saying? Not a gang in all cases, but they call it a car. If you ever heard that word, hey man, I'm from the Florida car. Like gangs don't use that lingo. Hey, I'm from the Crip car. They just tell you I'm a Crip, I'm a Vice Lord, I'm a GD, Mexican Mafia, Pisces, or whatever you are. But if you're not gang affiliated, like I'm not gang affiliated, but I'm a Florida representative from Pensacola all the way to Miami, you know what I'm saying? And that's the car that I'm a part of. And what I mean by everybody's gonna be a part of a car, I don't care if you a dropout and you ain't in the gang no more. It's gonna be 50 more dropouts that's not in the gang no more that you're gonna be around. So that's gonna be a part of your car. If you're a Christian, that's your car. If you're a Muslim, that's your car. If you're from Georgia, that's your car. Crip, blood, wherever you are, that's your car. So that's how they explain the car situation. Like me, like I say, people ask me all the time, is you a part of the gang? I ain't never been in the gang. I don't rank them whatever they want to do, whatever any man want to do with his life, he can do that. I'm just from Florida. That's what I am. I'm a Florida representative.
Right.
OG.
Huh?
So let me ask you this, man. So why is that DC car hated so much?
I mean, like I said, man, I done said in a few interviews, man, is that I done met some good guys out of DC. I ain't gonna sit up there and just throw them all under the bus. But when I first went in prison in 2002 and they had just closed the DC jail down, them dudes was just a different type of animal. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm used to being around gangsters and murderers and thugs and you know what I'm saying and all that type of stuff because I came around it so it comes naturally. But when I went in the federal system and I seen them, you know what I'm saying, it was like different, man. You know, I'm talking about the robbing, I'm talking about the killings, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, and they ain't the toughest niggas in there. Hell no, I'm not saying they the toughest, you know what I'm saying? But they, you know, they gonna stand on what they stand on. They very dangerous. They gonna stand on what they stand on. And you know, it's a whole bunch of other tough motherfuckers in there that feel the way that they feel, but DC just gonna always be alienated to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like the only people that really fuck with DC, you got dudes out of New Orleans fuck with DC dudes. Like I never I like never understood that connection because dudes out of New Orleans quite naturally is from the South. But I know where it came from is when they opened up Pollock, they opened it up with DC and New Orleans. Them white folks knew what they was doing. And DC thought it was something sweet because they looking at it like something from the South, like them niggas out of New Orleans sweet. But what they didn't know is that them niggas out of New Orleans was dope fiends like a motherfucker, just like they was.
Right.
Play the same, look, they into the same activities, you know, the homosexual activities, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't just gonna point the finger at DC. Let me straighten that. I ain't gonna point the finger at DC and New Orleans and say they was the only one, because you know, I got homies from, you know what I'm saying, Florida that done played in that game, dudes from all over. But you got dudes from certain places, that's like they thing.
That's they
That's
thing.
like they thing.
That's what
If
they
you go
do.
to any fucking jail, it's gonna be dudes that's involved in homosexual activities. But man, them dudes over there, man, it's a different type of breed of dudes, man. Like I said, man, they gonna ride. They gonna ride. Like I said, you motherfucking fuck with one of them, it's gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just had never saw that. You know, and then from the old DC to the new DC, you got a whole new generation of DC that the social media raising them so they're a little bit more hip. But the ones that I fell with 21 years ago, come on, man.
Savage.
Dudes, right now, y'all dudes from DC, I know y'all might be a little mad at me.
I'ma
But y'all
say
know I ain't
it.
lying.
Booty
That
bandits.
motherfucking Lawton crew,
Booty
y'all
bandits.
niggas was fucking shit up.
Booty bandits.
Listen, you was fucking shit up. You a fucking little ass. Just keep it real. Let's keep it real, man. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, man. I'm not lying on y'all.
Booty bandits, nigga. DC booty bandits. Nigga,
Yes, man, I'm not
listen.
lying.
No,
But hold up. I done met some good motherfuckers. Shout out to Whitey. Shout out to Big Dog. I done met a whole bunch of good dudes, DC blacks and all that. I done met some, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of solid dudes from there, but it was what it was, bro.
Yeah, but them niggas gonna take some ass. Yeah, straight
you
up.
goddamn right.
Yeah,
Take some motherfucking
they gonna
ass.
get a
They'll take
sliced
it.
ass. Now, let me ask you this. We kind of talked about it on the phone because the public don't know, right?
Yes, sir.
DC is a special case, though, right? DC is unlike any other city in America, right? Correct. So, and me and you talked about this because, like I told you, I got people in the feds, and you know they told me the thing. But in Washington D.C., it's its own providence. So, if you are in the city, or how does it work? You gotta be a resident from there, or you gotta just get arrested there.
Well, from my understanding, from being in that system so long, they shut Lawton down, which was their prison, because of all the corruption and stuff like that right there. You know what I'm saying? They shut it down because them dudes took over that jail. So when that happened, the Fed got jurisdiction and put them in the federal system. To answer your question, yes, just the District of Columbia, which is DC, are the only ones that go to the Fed prison.
Yeah,
because I think Baltimore and Virginia got their own, you know, state prison still.
Got their own
DC
state
don't have their own, you know what I'm saying? They don't have their own shit.
So that pushes a lot of DC people in the system.
Correct.
Right? So on whatever unit you get on, it's gonna always be a substantial amount of DC cats. That's what you're saying?
Not really.
Not
you know
really.
What I'm saying? No, meaning that for every unit hold 120 men, 60 at the bottom, 60 at the top. It may be 15, 20 dudes from DC in there, 10. So they don't. The only place that the majority of DC dudes are at, like I was at Big Sandy, it may be 800 of them there. Lee County, Macquarie, you know what I'm saying? Places like that. That's like their backyard up there, in them. Like
I got you.
Up there.
Right. All right.
And speaking of, at Big Sandy, you know, that's one of the most violent penitentiaries in the United States of America. I was over there for a couple of years. You know what I mean? And it's killings and stabs. It's just a whole bunch of fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, you got to think. Big Sandy is a yard. It's a disciplinary yard. Meaning everybody at Big Sandy think they tough. Everybody. You know, and that's one of the yards that I've been to because they hold about 1,500 people, to where there's no known rats walking around that compound. You know how you go to other prisons, you like hear gossip, Like, yeah, he
Yeah.
told on. No. There's no, I don't give a fuck if you're a Christian or a Muslim. There's no known rats. And I'm just putting it out there. There
Right.
is no known rats that's walking around in Inez, Kentucky at Big Sandy. And the key word is known.
Right. All right. We done went down through there, man. We done chopped it up, man. Right. And real quick, for the viewers, man, put questions in the chat, man. We gonna ask the homie. I want some of y'all questions.
Q&A.
Y'all might not know some of the things that y'all may want to ask, some of the things we not asking. So if you've been a part of this conversation, please put your questions in the chat. I will post the phone number where you can call and also call the show live and ask questions. I gotta ask you this question here, Ronnie. You did 21 years.
Yes, sir.
You done broke down the cars. You done broke down different things. Tell us this. What was your worst day in your 21 years, or what was your hardest stretch in your 21 years of federal incarceration?
That's a good question. Because I went through ups and downs with this. Like, I never went through long periods of time of depression while I went through this. Like, my stress or depression might last for a couple of hours or a day here, a day there, and I might not feel it for another 3 months or another 6 months. Because and the reason why I say that is, when I first went to federal prison and went to the United States pen, I went to Coleman. And when I went there, it was almost like the streets. It was like the projects. It was open air drug dealing going on. Niggas standing on the corner selling alcohol, literally. When I mean standing on the corner in the unit, they got a bag of alcohol. They got 100 bottles in here, and niggas walking by and they selling it like that. They gambling, they smoking, they drinking. You know, this is almost what I was used to. So when I went in there and saw that right there, it was like, damn. So I got into the whole thing of like making money. You know what I'm saying? I made money and then I hustled. Compromised police. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by compromised police, I might talk about some money, talking about a cell phone, talking about drugs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that you got to think dudes been sitting here for 20 or 30 years in federal prison and they found a way. You got some dudes in there, bro, that ain't never had no money, bro. They probably had $10,000 cash ever while they was on the streets and they sitting in prison on 200,000. Whether it was a PPP loan, whether it was drops, or whether nigga just busting the motherfucking visitation part down, you know what I'm saying, getting drugs in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went back to court in 2017. They took 4 years off my sentence because I supposed to did 24 off the 27. I ended up doing 21 under a Johnson case. 2017, it was a case came out called Johnson. And Florida gun, you remember when I was talking about them 3 priors that they used to enhance me?
Right.
Well, one of those priors was a Florida gun. Was in 2017 in Johnson, the case came out saying that that prior for that gun that they caught me with that I didn't use was not a crime of violence. Meaning that I didn't use it for nothing. I just got caught with it. But back then, that's what y'all was using to enhance people. So in 2017, they flipped that over and they took 4 years off me. But I said that to say is that I would have went home in 2017, bro. That judge looked at my record, bro. And not my prior record. I'm talking about my prison record. I got caught with drugs. I done got caught with heroin in prison. I done got caught with weed in prison, knives. So the judge, right? The judge looking at all this shit. She looking at all these disciplinary reports I done caught. What it was, they call them shots in the Fed because I hadn't caught probably about 20 or 30 of them.
They call them what? Shots?
Shots. They call, you know, in the state, we call them disciplinary reports.
Yeah.
In the feds, they call them shots. Whenever they say you call a shot, that means you done caught a disciplinary report.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So when I went before the judge, bro, that shit broke my people hard, bro. I went before the judge in February of 2017. I had been in 15 years. At this time, the judge could have let me go. She looked at that prison record, dog, and looked at all that shit. So I'm telling y'all, if anybody doing time in that, dog, do not get in no motherfucking trouble. And I don't mean don't get in no trouble if you're trying to defend yourself. I mean, don't do that shit because that shit'll come back to hunt you, bro. You got to think, I stayed in prison an extra 5 years based on the shit that I was doing in prison. You know, I done got shipped from prisons, bro, without no kind of disciplinary report. Just the institution want to get rid of me. Like we can't catch, like we done like caught him in a bunch of shit, but we can't catch him down bad like we want to catch him, so we got to get rid of this motherfucker.
Well, goddamn, you gotta tell me about a bad day you had in there. Shit, you want?
I mean,
Nigga, you ain't party 21 years.
I would
Goddamn.
say, okay, watch this right here. I would say, and listen, and the reason why I say not a bad day, bro, is because I ain't scared to say this on on motherfucking national air, bro. When the Fed got me, I had just got out of state prison, trying to work, trying to stay out the way. I was down bad, you understand me? So when they got me, I didn't have nothing. But when I went in there, bro, I lived like a king, bro. So when you say a bad day, yeah, every day waking up, you know what I'm saying? If you waking up in prison every
Well,
day,
goddamn,
it's a bad
I'm
fucking
talking
day.
about a day you got popped for your stash when them laws and popped and you had to leave.
Hold on. Okay, the worst time that I would have to say during my incarceration was the county jail prior to me getting sentenced. Meaning that I was more miserable when I didn't have the 27 years, but when I caught the 27 years, I was straight at that point. So to answer your question, when I was in the county jail, fresh off the streets, bouncing around for all these federal detention centers and all that, not knowing what they was gonna do to me, I was stressed the fuck out every day.
Gotcha.
But when they gave me the 27 years, all right, I was kind of like, I was still kind of fucked up, but it wasn't like when I was in the county. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The county jail, bro, you got to think, if the Fed get you, like the Fed grab, that's the worst time of your bid, bro.
Right. I got
That's
you.
the worst, bro. It
For
ain't,
everybody. Counting for
even
us
if a
on
nigga catch a
Hollywood.
life sentence, right?
Motherfucker.
Listen, even if a nigga catch a life sentence in the Fed, the psychological shit that he went through in that county jail is not compared to what he's going through in that motherfucker, bro. It's something about that county jail.
Yeah. All right, OG, what you got?
So let me ask this, man. So after doing all that motherfucking hard time and that going through all that expensive pain, right? When it came time for you to get out of that bitch, how did you prepare yourself mentally, man?
Well, 5 years before I got out of prison, I stopped the bullshit. And what I mean by stop the bullshit is that for 15 years, I was in there hustling, gambling, running gambling tables. I'm talking about skinning. I'm talking about pool tickets. I'm talking about I'm talking about hustling, right? But the last 5 years, to answer your question, I just kind of chilled out on everything because I went to looking at my age. I'm like, damn, man, you got to get it together, this and that. So that's when I went to getting into books and went to getting into real estate, studying taxes and business credit and all that type of stuff right there. And I got deep into that. And that's what kind of engulfed my last 5 years.
Right. Okay. Here go one for you. You ain't had a hard day in that motherfucker, right? So I got a question for you because, hey, we had a pretty hard day getting you on this motherfucker.
You ain't lying like a mother. Hey, that's real.
It was some goddamn heavy lifting getting you up on this motherfucker. I almost went and got my hard hat and my vest.
Hey, for real.
So listen, you back home, you back out here. What's been your mentally or just physically hardest day or stretch since you've been back home? What's been the most challenging for you now that you back in free society? Other than hitting that StreamYard link, what else done gave you that much problems?
I think one of the most hardest things would have to be dating, in the new world, as well as the caliber of dudes that's out here now. You know what I'm saying? I think that right there, just me trying to adapt, you know what I'm saying, to the new, you know what I'm saying, just the new way, the new way of people thinking, you know what I'm saying, like the disrespectful shit that go on out here that wouldn't have been going on back then. So I have a hard time. Sometimes I struggle with it, you know what I'm saying, but me being a player, you know what I'm saying, I know how to brush it off and keep it moving, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, it's definitely different, bro. You got to think. I did 21 years, and this is how I analyze it. You know how much changed from 1982 to 2002? That's 20 years, bro. I'm saying from 82 to 2002. You know how much changed, my nigga? So, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it's just everyday life, you know what I'm saying?
Every day, yeah.
Yes. And you know what I'm saying? I like still go through shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still go through my little PTSDs every now and then. And I don't even, really, I don't even be knowing I be going through it. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of block that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at shit, I get a little manicky about little, you know what I'm saying? Like certain things and certain disrespects like fucking piss me off. Like, I might be in public And if a person bump into me and they don't say excuse me, I might feel some kind of way because I'm so used to the penitentiary ways of standing on respect. And I don't think that you being that way is not a prison thing. I think it's the way you was raised. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never have to be to prison to know that if I bump into a person to say excuse me, because my grandparents taught me that. So we ain't gonna put that shit on prison. That's just, you know, so, you know, it's just a whole bunch of fuckery going on out here. That's all that is to me.
Right. What you got, OG?
So, man, let me ask this here, Red. You know, because you got a lot of people say they standing on business, right? And they standing on business is different from a lot of people, right? So I want you, man, if you can, give some advice to someone who thinks crime pays or headed down the wrong path, man.
Okay, I'm finna be 51 years old in less than 60 days. And I'm gonna say 50 so everybody can kind of imagine it. The 51 might throw them off. I'm gonna say 50. And let's just say I done gave these people 35 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never have really lived. You know what I'm saying? So anybody, you know, that's going down that path and going down that shit, whether you're young or old, dog, it ain't worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss my kids growing up. I had one that was 18 months when I left, and he was 23. You know what I'm saying? He was 23 when I got out. I had one that was 12. I got 2 kids when I left, and now, goddamn it, he 33. You know what I'm saying? He doing a little time right now. Shout out to little Ronnie Dixon. Shout out to Gigi. Shout out to my nigga Bird. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Danny Boy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. And I would say, man, that anybody that's on the wrong path right now that's fucking up, you know, that's on their way, y'all don't know what them white folks got for you, bro. And it's easy for, you know, it's like easy for rappers to say that they ain't no snitch and they standing on business. The United States break countries, bro. They go over to Saudi Arabia, to all these different foreign countries, and they break people, bro. And what I mean break them is they get their ass in them rooms and they fuck them up and kill them and interrogate them and do all type of shit. So what they gonna do with Lil Ray Ray? You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for you to sit out there, oh yeah, I ain't no snitch, I ain't gonna do that. But when them people looking at you and telling you that you ain't gonna never be with a woman again, you're gonna die in prison for a non-violent drug offense. See, that's when you know if you standing on business, when you tested and proven. You know what I'm saying? Like both of these gentlemen right here on this panel tested and proven. If you ain't been tested and proven, we don't know that. I know what I'm gonna do. I just did 21 years. I know what these 2 dudes here gonna do, but what is you gonna do? You know, you used to the girls out here, you used to the money, the Instagram, and the, you know what I'm saying, the fame, the fam, and everything. But then you get caught up and they say for the next 25 years, nigga, you might be 20 years old, 30 years old, and they saying your ass ain't gonna get out, nigga, until you're 50. I was 29 when they got me, bro. I was in my 20s. Fuck that, I was in my 20s. I got out at 50, my nigga, for a bullshit case. At 50 years old. Listen, it's plenty niggas walking around in federal prison with 20 or 30 years that just got caught for a gun that they didn't use. Niggas walk around with a gun in their pocket every day, bro. This niggas walking around in federal prison with 30 years for a gun, my nigga. I'm not saying they went and robbed a bank with that gun or they went and shot a nigga with that gun. They got caught with a gun, my nigga, and got 30 or 40 years. And then in some cases, they got life. So yeah, it's serious, bro. It's serious. So to answer my man question, for any nigga, man, that's going down that way, man, know what you're doing, man. Know what you're doing. So don't be out here with that tough guy shit. Then when you get in there, you want to tell on your mama, your grandma, and your uncle, and all. No, stand on business. Stand on business, as you say. Just keep on standing on business.
Say, hey, that's what I told the youngster the other day. Yeah, you just don't know what business you standing on, because everybody's standing on business. The nigga under the bridge standing on business.
Listen,
everybody's
bro,
standing on business. You gotta make sure you standing on the right business.
And like people don't realize, like I done been all over the country in the feds. Just because you from Florida or you from Texas or you from California or whatever you went, that don't mean when the Fed get you that that's where you're gonna be. They got federal prisons in Alaska. They got them in Puerto Rico. They got them in Hawaii. These people will ship your ass all over, man, with this shit, man.
I got a caller for you, OG.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, caller? Who calling in?
Hey, man, what's up, man? Say, this is Yeti, man, straight out of East Texas, man. What's good with it, Hockley, man? OG Hollywood, how y'all brothers doing, man?
All right, appreciate you calling in, man. You got something for OG Ronnie?
Yeah, I got two questions for Ronnie. Even before I even ask those questions, I definitely got to say, man, OG Hockley, man, I seen what you did. I was on the road, so I really couldn't tap back. I couldn't tap in, so I caught the videos later. I seen what you did, man, for the kids, man, with the toy drive, man. Like that right there, man. You know, God see everything, man, and that was real pressure, bro. That's really giving back, man. And Hockley, man, I in Hollywood, I tune in with you every morning that I can, man. Your words of encouragement that got me through some hard times, bro. So you brothers, man, you brothers are definitely a blessing to the individuals like myself. For my man Ronnie, man, I got two questions. The first question is, if you could tell your 16, 15-year-old self something today, what would you tell yourself? And my last question is, what's your end goal, brother?
If I could tell my 15, 16-year-old self something, it would be I would have listened to my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that my grandmother was 70 years old, you know, close to 70 years old, rest in peace. And she, you know, she was raising a 10-year-old. And everything that she told me, you know what I'm saying, it came to light. You dig what I'm saying? So if I, you know, to answer your question, you know, that's what I would have did. You know, see, because you know, you got some dudes that they don't have an out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these here ghettos these days is pretty. They done tore the projects down. You go to hood right now, y'all living good. Y'all got grass and y'all got little, you know, it's real nice. But back in our generation when we grew up, the projects was the projects. It was the bricks. You know what I'm saying? It was fucked up. And that's the era I came up in, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? You got to think. You know, I started selling drugs, man, in 85, my nigga. I'm an old head. Like when crack first came out. Like I remember months of it just coming out. When it just hit the streets, it was in my hand. I was 12 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? So to answer my man question, yeah, man, all the lessons that I learned, all the uncles in the community and everybody that was telling me, man, stop that shit, man, leave that shit alone. I would have went to school and got my education and went to college or tried to start a business and got the fuck out the way. Far as what my end game is I know that I can't save the whole world, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I just think that what's missing in the game these days is the old head conversations that them niggas used to give us, bro. You know what I'm saying? We was under that tree. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you had a lot of that shit they was telling us, them niggas was drunk, you know what I'm saying, talking shit. But a lot of it was, you know what I'm saying, a lot of it was life experiences. You know what I'm saying? So uh that's where we got our education from back then. So the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, like I'm saying, is I be trying to talk to them, bro. You know, and I got my own approach. Some people might not like my approach, but when I talk to a young motherfucker, I don't play with them, dog. I don't go to them talking nice at all. I be respectful because I understand how they are, but at the same time, when I'm talking to them, I try to give it to them real, to where they can feel it. Like, nigga,
Right.
you keep fucking around, nigga, them cracking motherfuckers snatch your whole motherfucking life out your motherfucking ass. Because all it take is one mistake, bro. You know how many niggas probably listen to this show that done had a motherfucking 50 grams and a gun on them? Nigga, that's a life sentence in the Fed. I'm gonna say it again. 50 grams and a gun back then was a natural life sentence. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, my end game, man, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, just try to educate, man, and you know, and me, this is therapeutic for me as well. You know what I'm saying? Me trying to give back, you know what I'm saying, to talk to the, you know what I'm saying, just talking to the youth. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna put that out there on my YouTube station, man. I'm gonna pump that bitch up, man. If a woman, man, or anybody got, boy, look, if y'all got some badass little nephews or sons, or even if they little girls or anything, I got content that I'm gonna put out, man, that I actually want them to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even got into a whole bunch of my state joint stories of shit I went through and shit I seen and shit like that. Nobody don't want to live like that, man. We ain't glorifying prison over here at all, bruh. But we need a platform to tell them what the fuck them people doing in there to them, dog. Free labor. You know what I'm saying? You know, you fucking, you know, the Fed ain't feeding you no more. All that shit about steak, lobster, and all that. That shit out the dope. Fuck no. Them niggas, them motherfucking crackers ain't feeding them niggas like that no more. Got them niggas in there starving, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean starving is if you leave it up to the institution, to feed you, it's not like it was. But if you got money in there, you know, quite naturally, you can have the perks and all that type of stuff.
I got a caller, OG. Hold on, man. Hey, talk to me, caller. Who we got on the line?
This is Jabo from Florida. I got a question for Ronnie Red. How many times did you get knocked out in there, nigga?
Hey, Jabbo, get your ass off this line, nigga. Hey, man, it's my player partner, Jabbo. He did 21 years out of Polk County. What's happening, man?
Hey, he can't hear you. He can't hear you. You got to answer the question for him.
Okay. Oh, no. What was the question he asked me?
He said how many times you got your ass knocked out down there?
Hey, he know way better than that. He know I'm a big dog. He know what I am. He know way better than that. Nigga, stop playing with me. Shout out to Jabbo, man. Shout out to you, man.
Hey, there you go.
Huh?
Hey, after how many times did he get drunk and stagger in the unit and a nigga floated? After how many times that came in there and a nigga that trailed him out all this fucking money, he had that drunk and fucked up.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. We had good times and bad times in there, right? We had times, bro. You got to think that whole time in there, bro, is a journey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first 15 years I was in there, bro, I was in the, I was hustling good. You know what I'm saying? I was always a hustler, but it's like when they taking you out of that environment, bro, and they putting you into the federal environment, and it's almost like you back in the projects. It's like you back into your natural element. You know what I'm saying? And man, listen, I gambled every day, bro. I woke up to gamble. I woke up to hustle. You know what I'm saying? You got some dudes in the Fed, man. They just imagine throwing a man on an island like that. I can't hear you.
Who we got on the line?
This LeVar down, LD. I'm from Tampa.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I got LD on the line. Hold on.
Yeah, LD.
I still can't hear you.
All right, can you hear me, OG Hollywood?
Yeah.
Ronnie, can you hear me?
I still can't hear you.
Oh, hold on. You got to come back in, Ronnie. They blowing up the line.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Ronnie.
I still can't hear you.
Hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Ronnie. All
right.
Hey, LD, do this for me. Put your question for him in the chat.
He said,
you want me to answer that question? How did I meet Freeze? Okay. I met Freeze at Bennettsville. I met OG Freeze. Shout out to OG Freeze. I met Freeze in Bennettsville out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm coming to see you next month, Freeze. Yeah, Freeze a solid dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Good dude, hustlers know hustlers. So Freeze was a hustler in there, getting to it and doing what he do. And we didn't run in the same clique, but we was in the same unit and we fuck with each other every day. You know what I'm saying? When I mean fuck with each other, it's like, criminals run with criminals in there. And that's all how it was. We was on plays and we was doing shit, willing and dealing with each other. What's up? Freeze, what's up? Get at me, dog. Y'all can text the question right there. I can see it.
Hey, hey, you can't hear us? No, I'm talking to Ronnie. You can't hear us, Ronnie?
I hear you, Bird. Shout out to Bird. I hear you. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute.
Hey, you gotta put your thing in the chat. He can't hear us.
Tell Split. Hey, Split.
Hold on,
text the question to me.
Hey, come back in. I'm gonna keep you out.
Text the question to me, dog.
Ronnie, come back in. Man, Ronnie got the phone blowing up, OG, man, but his audio going out, man.
Yeah, but everybody want to talk to him, though.
Look, that nigga say this audio is all over the place. We getting it in.
We gonna be all right.
I'm waiting for him to come back on. When he come back on, stay on the phone. When he come back on, yeah. Hold on. Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm trying to get him on there. Hold on.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull old Ronnie back in here, man.
right now.
Yeah. You know, that's that penitentiary, man. Look, they say the audio all play. Look, hold on, what hoodies and heels. She been on our ass from the beginning. She say one thing about us, we gonna improvise and make shit happen. Yeah, I'm over here with the antennas up and everything.
Put some motherfucking fall paper around the antenna.
Hey, what they don't know though, I'm CEO. Fuck up the audio. Say they don't even know. That's what I say.
Put some motherfucking fall paper around the antenna. That way the TV will pick up.
Hold on. Hey, come back in. I'm gonna keep like come back in.
Yeah, listen, they listening to me on the playback. They listening to me on the playback.
Shout out motherfucking Ronnie Red, man. Got this bitch lit up tonight.
Going up, OG, man, but his audio going out, man.
Look, you hear me on the thing? Hollywood say. Uh-oh, here you go. We back, nigga, we back. What you mean? Can you hear me, OG? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
All right, hold on. Here we go. I got a caller for you. Hold up.
Come on in.
Man, you got Washington, D.C. calling everything. You got niggas about to put a hit out on us.
They know I ain't lying. Them niggas know I ain't lying. I fuck with niggas from D.C. Come on, man. Y'all don't do nothing to me now. But y'all know y'all was ball busting like a motherfucker, man. Y'all know, listen, I'm going back 2001, 2002.
OG got this thing going off the hook right now.
Hey, caller, talk to me. Who we got on the line? He can hear you. Ronnie can hear you.
He can hear me?
He can hear you.
Yeah, what's up, OG? This LD. This LD, man. I grew up on Mike Berry Street, but I'm in Tallahassee right now. But hey, man, I learned a lot from you and stuff, man. Just watching y'all boys, and I watch your stories a lot. But hey, what's one thing you feel me? You know what I'm saying? When you was locked up, did you want to do? Hello?
No, you still here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
No, he hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what is everything that there's some things that they would ask you while you was in prison or whatnot. You were going through some things and whatnot, but what's some things some adversity that that you faced? Like you were like, dang, when I get out, I'm gonna do that. You feel me? Or did you come? What some stumbles you not came across while you were trying to do some things? As far as like, have you ran into some dudes in the street like they don't respect who you is now? You feel me? Know what I'm saying? They respect what it is or what you doing. When you run across, you feel me?
Honestly, to tell the truth,
All right, homie. You got to listen on the stream now. He finna answer your question.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Honestly, to tell the truth, man, and it's sad to say is that these young niggas don't respect nada. They don't respect nothing. Like the era we came up in, bro. Like we respected. The old heads and the OGs, and I don't care if they was dope fiends or bases, but if they was gangsters, we respect them. But they don't respect nothing. But to answer your question, I ain't even had no problems out of man. Like I was in Walmart tonight, and 4 of them, probably 18, 19 years old, ran up on me. I guess they hadn't saw me on the tube or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's always respect. You know what I'm saying? Because even if my niggas listening to this shit, niggas that's in prison I was with, I fucked with young niggas in prison. I didn't hang with them. You know what I'm saying? But I fucked with them. Like it might be a room full of them little motherfuckers in their 20s, and I was in my 40s, and I'm liable to go in that motherfucking sit down with them and talk shit, and, tell unk stories, just be giving them game. You know what I'm saying? Because I done gave gang, you know what I'm saying? You got to think, bro, is that I ain't saying I'm the game tightest nigga in the world, but, bro, I done been around a long time. So I done been around young niggas in the Fed that steppers. That done got a lot of money, probably more money than me, and done way more shit than me. But I got age on them, and I got a little bit more experience on them, and I used to get them game in my own way. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas used to listen to me, man. I'm talking about young niggas. I'm talking about young, 21, 22. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think a nigga like me or a nigga like dudes that's doing time. When you done been in there that long, you give niggas inspiration. When they looking at me and I done been gone 21 years or 18 years and he just fresh in there. And he like, God damn, Unc can do that shit and he about to get out, goddamn. And that make him think he can make it. So really you influencing somebody without you knowing you influencing them.
Hold on, I got another caller for you. All right, caller, you live. Talk to us.
Come on in.
Y'all can hear me on that now?
Yes, sir.
All right, shout out to y'all. Been enjoying listening to y'all, listen to the podcast. Hey, boy, this time is on. You know you can't say my name, boy. But,
that's right.
You hear me?
Yeah,
yes, sir. That's right.
All right, I want y'all right now. What you think about Dirty Red? What you think about right now? Like I'm in here right now. A lot of people they say what you doing is by some of the things you're giving up, even though we've been in these situations where people, they know what the shots is, they know people done got in trouble for such a thing, they know cell phone eviction prison, they know all this stuff. People say you giving up too much game, you like telling, they saying all kind of wild shit. What do you say about that?
This is the way I feel about that. Is everything I've spoke of, I've gotten caught for. Cell phones, drugs, alcohol, and every goddamn thing else. Shots and everything. So everything that I'm speaking of is public records. I'm not giving up a motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? You know, you know, if you want to get your shit in, get your shit in. But far as me giving up game about niggas hustling in prison and niggas gambling, ain't nothing new under the sun with that. That every nigga in the federal system got, you know what I'm saying, possibly got a jack or niggas hustling. You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing new. So if it's anybody in the comments that feel any kind of way about that, then maybe he'll hate or something. I don't know what's going on.
All right, you got this motherfucking jack jumping. Hey man, you on the show, man. Talk to us. Who I'm talking to?
OG Hollywood.
Talk to us. You on the show.
CEO.
This CEO, man. You got a question for Ronnie?
Say it again.
You got a question for Ronnie? You called the show.
No, I got a question for all y'all, man. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to CEO. Me and you done talked before. I had to show you my motherfucking I had to show you my Cheetos bottle because you said I was on motherfucking Old English 800 one time, but I ain't this ain't about that. Shout out to CEO. Shout out to OG. Shout out to OG and
yes,
shout out to Ronnie Red, man.
Yes, sir.
But that DC shit you talking about, man.
DC,
cut it out, bro.
DC,
cut it out. Cut that bullshit out because
is DC.
Hold on. Let me tell you what I gotta say, man.
You said BC.
You got BC. Hold on. You got faggots in all 50 states, my nigga. You feel me? I got some real niggas that I come up. I'm a little bit older than you, CEO.
Okay.
I'm 52, right? So I came up with the gangsters. I came up with the gangsters, right? I came up in the Rayful Evelyn Earl and all that shit, right? And that's not to say here nor there. But what I'm saying is the niggas that I grew up with that went to prison for 26 years, came out, and 6 years later go back and do 6 more years. Them niggas ain't never been no. I know about the Lorton Earl and all that shit. Lorton was Lorton is not even in DC. Lorton is in Virginia. Correct. That's why they think you send the DC niggas. You understand?
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah. So hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can barely hear you, man.
Oh, okay. I got a question for you. You from DC?
I was born in DC. I moved from DC when I was 3 years old to Maryland. So I'm from the DMV.
Got you.
Okay.
I got you. And we hear you. You saying everybody ain't booty bandits. I got you.
And listen right here.
No, everybody ain't booty bandits, man. But let me ask you this. You got booty bandits in Texas?
Facts. Yeah, facts. Ain't no doubt about it.
So what's the whole thing about the DC booty band?
Okay, let me answer that question.
Okay, Ronnie.
Fucking all them boys or something?
No, listen to me. I'm finna hang up.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
And Ronnie gonna answer the question for you.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
He's finna answer the question.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
All right, go on, answer the question because he drunk. He ain't gonna stop talking.
Okay. The first thing I said when I addressed, the DC, and how they was getting down is I said everybody does it. I have homeboys from Florida that's into that. Let's get that clear. I'm gonna say it again. I have homeboys that's from Florida that's into that. Everybody. But when I first went in the system in 2002, I think they came from Lawton in 98 or 99 or something like that. That was a different DC crew, bro. And if you from DC, you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. It wasn't. I ain't talking about the 2010 on up crew. The Lawton crew, man. Yes, they was fucking boys. Yes, they was, bro. They was. They was doing it everywhere, but certain spots was doing it more than others. And that's the only point that I'm making is that DC was doing it a little more than others. Yes, they was. I ain't gonna bite my tongue on that. I'm gonna keep saying it over and motherfucking over. That's what it was. That's what I saw.
Right. Nah, you ain't saying nothing wrong. Listen, I just dropped the link because you got drunk people calling, old people calling, technically challenged people calling. I'm gonna let that link beat them up the way it beat us up.
I don't mean to offend nobody, man. Listen. Men is men, man. Let me get something straight. I don't mean to offend nobody. I don't want nobody to think that I'm just throwing DC under the bus or I'm shitting on them or nothing like that. I'm just telling you my experiences. And anybody that fell in that era of the late 90s or the early 2000s that was in the federal penitentiaries, they can attest for everything that I'm saying. I'm not making this shit up. I don't have no personal, agenda against DC to make some shit like this up. They know what it is, and they know what it was.
Simple as that, man.
Hey, we got Jesse on the phone. Can you hear me, Jesse?
Yes, sir, I can.
You loud and clear, man. How you doing? Talk to us. Look like you calling from Florida.
Yes, sir. I'm from the same block Dirty Red from.
Okay, who this is?
Yes, sir. Hey, well, I grew up with Ronnie, and we're right there on the same block. The one question I had, because I didn't go up the road like that. Well, the one thing I want to know is I see how he worked and how he moved and how he came out. And I've seen a lot of people from the neighborhood that went and a lot of people that came home. And some people came home with an excuse and act like they couldn't get no job because of where they was at and this, that, and the third, which there is some hindrance. And Ronnie came home with a whole different energy, him and a couple of other people, and they started something. And I was trying to figure out, first of all, where that motivation come from. The other thing I wanted to find out is what somebody like me could do to help push his agenda, you know what I'm saying, and keep that going, because I do have some advantages that he may not have. And when I see that kind of energy and that kind of effort, I want to know what can I do, because I knew I'll probably see you Sunday over at our old Drinking Boy house or somewhere. And then the last question I had was, how in the world did everybody who was doing in and came out knew exactly what was going on the streets? Because I had people coming home telling me everything that I did right and everything that I did wrong. And that was freaking amazing.
Right.
And that's it.
All right. He finna answer your question. You got to look at the live.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Ronnie, he said this. He got 3 questions for you. 1, what's your motivation to get out and stay free? Right? What motivated you to get out, stay free? He also asked you, what can him or other people do that are looking to help you and keep brothers like you movement going forward, right? And his last question was, how did y'all get all the information in prison? Because y'all had more information in prison than they had on the streets.
Okay. The last 2 I remember. What was the first one?
The first one was, what's your motivation? Why you came out of prison, hit the ground running and pushing a positive and good agenda, but other brothers come out who've been doing time like you and they fail immediately. So what's your motivation to stay focused and not fall into the traps that they fall into? That's the first one. The second one is, what can
Stop
people...
right there. Let me answer that first. First. My motivation to stay out of prison and, you know what I'm saying, and do what I'm doing is because I ain't never gave myself a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been in my own way. And my man that just called in is crazy, called in because he is from my neighborhood And even though he wasn't indulging in the activities that I was indulged in, I don't think nobody could have seen it as close as he seen what I was doing. And what I mean by that, robberies, drug dealing, because he was right there on the same corner I was on. You know what I mean? And he saw a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to flip it, man. I'm like, man, I'm hurting my family. I'm hurting my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm in and out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like I said, man, I had been to state prison. Everybody focusing on this, like the topic of discussion is the 21 years. But I had been to state 6 times prior to that. Yes, I had been to state prison 6 times prior to doing the 21. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to change. Like, man, I ain't finna keep giving these crackers all my motherfucking life, man. What the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Something had to change. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I still make mistakes. You know what I mean? But far as me going down that road, excuse me, of criminal activity, yeah, man, I'm done with that shit. I ain't getting them crackers no more of my time, man. What was the second question, big dog?
The second question was, how can somebody in his position help you? Not only him or other people. Like, he just want to know from your position, what's some of the things you need from people out here that's more established or have more resources than you to keep your movement going?
I would say, man, that I got a whole thing going on, man. I'm finna start going out to these juvenile centers, man, talking to these young niggas, man. And you know what I'm saying, and just trying to get in their head, man. And I got my merch coming out, you know what I'm saying? And everything is, I put in my hashtag fuck prison, fuck going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because I think people listen to these platforms when we talking about this type of stuff and they think we glorifying it. You know what I'm saying? But my story is my story. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not never glorifying it. If anything, I'm trying to tell you the dangers of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wish that I would have had somebody to get in depth and deep with me and tell me what the fuck was going on. I think that at some point I would have definitely turned around and not went that way.
Right. So to the audience, man, a way to help this brother, the way to help me, the way to help Hollywood, the way to help this platform is, of course, to watch, share, and participate in the information that we're giving out. But for also some of these people that have access to these facilities, what the brother is saying, if you have access or know somebody that has access to these schools, have access to these juvenile facilities, or even have access to some of these prisons, right? Allow that access to be granted to us so we could come in and share this message the same way we sharing it on YouTube. We can share it in these facilities. But we need access and we need help with people that know people to vouch for us or get us in there. So that's what he's saying. If you want to help or push the agenda, help Ronnie Red get to some of these detention centers, some of these county jails, help him get to some of these schools, help him reach the people who could give him the access. Okay, Ronnie, the third question that he had was, he was out on the streets while you was in jail. He was saying, how did y'all get so adequate information and detailed information about what was going on in the streets in prison? Because y'all knew more about what was going on out here than he did, and he was out here.
Well, that's the beauty of technology. You know what I'm saying? Like almost all fed prisons got cell phones. So niggas keeping their ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying? They all on social media. They on the Instagrams. They on the Facebooks. You know what I'm saying? They know. They know who in the know, who not in the know. Excuse me. They talking to their cousin. They talking to their auntie. They talking to their little sisters. So yeah, man, they definitely stay tied in, man. Like dudes think, and I be quick to tell dudes this. Dudes think that dudes getting out the Fed, or even in some cases the state, are slow. Them dudes ain't slow, bro. You don't notice that when a dude get out of federal prison, even if he decide to sell drugs, he get rich. Even if he decide to get him some trucks and some real estate, he get rich. It's a small percentage of dudes that come out of the Fed that fall in the middle. But for the most part, it just does something to you mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm a state joint dude, but when I went to the Fed, I got a whole different experience because I was around a whole bunch of different dudes. You know what I'm saying? That was with some real money. You know what I'm saying? I done read paperwork, man. Dude, I got caught with $20 million. So this dude sitting right next to me, and he's showing me his paperwork, and they caught him with $20 million cash. You know, so when you're around dudes like that, your mind open up. So that's why when the average dude get out the Fed, he be so hungry like that. You know what I'm saying? He be so hungry for success is because he been in prison and he been around all these top dogs like this right here, and it opened his mind from the little town that he's used to, and he eventually outgrows his little town. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say outgrow him, but I'm gonna say his mind is different, man. His mind, and even mine like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sell it for nothing less. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here and I'm still learning. You know, I bump my head every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You know, going 21 years, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you need a support system out here. For anybody doing time that's finna get out, that's out, you need a support system, bro, when you're doing that kind of time. Even dealing with the technology, you know, dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might just need a motherfucker to talk to. You know what I'm saying? You need support system, bro.
Right. Well, man, we not gonna hold you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let you close out the show. Me and Hollywood gonna keep going, but I'm gonna let you close out the show, and then when we get off, I'm gonna hit you. But
Yes, sir.
close the show out on whatever note you want to close it out, man. That's how we do it for the guests. We appreciate you being on here. We appreciate your time, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do your thing.
Okay, first of all, I want to shout out to you in Hollywood. It ain't nothing but love and respect. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for having me on the show. You know what I'm saying? Basically, man, I just want y'all to support the movement, man. We got some skits coming up. You know what I'm saying? We want to show them how we live in Florida, man. We're gonna do some skits from the 80s, and we're gonna bring them all the way up to the 2024, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got that merch coming out. Support the whole Ronnie Red movement, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hit me in the DM if y'all got any badass kids. I don't care how old they is. Some badass kids that need to be straightened out. Just call me. I ain't gonna charge you a damn thing. This is a free one on me, y'all. Just hit me in the DM and I'm gonna straighten their little asses out. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't talk to these kids nice no more. They some disrespectful little motherfuckers, dog. You can't talk to them nice. No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it to them old school. Because honestly, this is why I give credit to the way we was raised. Because the way we was raised, bro, that no matter if you was on the corner with a whole bunch of killers and robbers and stealers, when an old lady walked by, you got out of the way, bro. You got out of the way, bro. Like you literally hid the blunt. You literally hid that beer, and you didn't even know this old lady. You just got out the way of the sidewalk, and that's what we need to bring back. Is start respecting our elders, bro. Respecting the elders, bro. Like that shit is out of control to where like I don't even cuss in front of my mama. I'm fucking 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't cuss in front of people. Like we call them miss and ma'am and no ma'am. Like what the fuck is going on with the younger generation? Like I like understand it in a way, but then like a way I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like social media right now is raising the kids. So I say that to say, man, is that if you got a loved one that's incarcerated, that's in jail, you know what I'm saying, love them, man. You know what I'm saying? If they worthy of love, love them. You know what I'm saying? Um, any niggas that's out there in the street, man, with that fire or that dope, I ain't gonna tell you what you can and can't do, but you know what I'm saying? You know the philosophy, get it how you live, whatever, all that old tough guy shit. But boy, when they get you, they gonna put it in your life, bro. They gonna put it in your life. Like I be telling niggas all the time, like you got a nigga like Gucci Man, T.I., or Bootsy or whatever. Them niggas get caught with a gun, they might get 3 years. Ronnie Red ain't getting 3 years for no motherfucking pistol, man. If I get caught with a pistol, Ronnie Red is gone for life, bro. Gone for life. And that don't mean one of you niggas can run up on me and nothing like that, because I got a little 5-inch knife, right? You can't have it over 6 inches because it's federal, but I got something to keep you up off me. So I'm gonna know something. No, I'm gonna lie like, yeah, that nigga ain't got no gun. We can give you damn right I ain't got no gun, and I don't
Yeah.
want nigga, that's a body for me. But again, man, thank y'all for having me on the show. Thank you for everybody that tapped in, man. Everybody that's watching, everybody live or whatever. Thank y'all for tapping in. Tampa, stand up. Jackson Heights, motherfucking Florida, stand up. Ronnie
Hey, we
Red.
got one more question for you, and it ain't even a question. I don't want no long spiel. I don't want none of that. I just want you to answer the question. Here we go, right here. You ready?
Yes, sir.
This coming out the chat from Plexico. No, read it.
Okay. Man, you already know what it is. The Buccaneers, man. Cut
All
that
right,
bullshit.
then. All right.
Hey.
Hey.
Buccaneers, cut it out, man. You know what
All
it is.
right, then. All right. Oh, you done shut them out, man. Phone that went out.
Oh, man.
Phone that went out, man. Buccaneers, man. Shout out to Mike Evans, man. That's my guy, man. Straight up, man. Galveston, Texas finest, man. His phone went out on that one, man. Listen, man, shout out to everybody that was tapping in tonight, man. Me and OG Hollywood do this every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, man, we got a free world day room, man, where we chop it up, where we try to bring real lives, real people. Shout out to everybody, especially out there Tampa, out there Florida. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta say, OG?
Oh, man, it started out rocket, but it ended the way it's supposed to, man. Like I said, man, you know, real shit recognize real shit. Simple as that. And you know that's what we bring. We bring it 110 over here, man. And the day is no different, man. We ain't perfect, but at the end of the day, you see what you get when you get your ass locked up. You can't even operate a motherfucking cell phone. Some you supposed to know how to operate, but you don't know how to operate it. Why? Because you got locked up on some shit that you didn't have no business fucking with. In other words, what I'm saying, man, don't be like me and CEO Hockley. We lost. We lost. In other words, just like he said, if I had some people that was in front of me to tell me the shit that we telling the people, ain't no motherfucking way you'd have caught me doing 25 years. You know? So this shit is not made up. This shit is real. This ain't no motherfucking skit. This ain't practice. This shit is real, man.
Nah, it's very real, man. And I hope that's what they're getting from it, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I know this is a form of entertainment, but right here on the Ferguson Chronicles Dayroom, man, we try to bring you real life stories, real life people. Everybody that come on here ain't been to prison, but everybody that come on here is a real person with a real story and something that we can all benefit from. Ronnie Red was no different, man. I want to shout out to Spliff DTV. I want to shout him out. I want to shout out to Pico at High Thoughts TV for making that connection, man. You know, again, real recognize real, and we're going to keep spreading the message, man. The way you help us and the way you help this show is to share it, man. Do like what Ronnie Red did. Put it on Facebook. Everybody hit that like button. Get the message out, man. Our goal is not even to be big. Our goal is to be effective, man. You know what I'm saying? And from being effective, we can all make a change, man. That's my spiel, man. It's your boy, CEO Hockley. You know, like always, man, stay down, stay real, and count up, man. I'm going to let OG do his spiel, man. Salute y'all. But I think we coming back Saturday with that nigga Pee-wee from Louisiana, OG.
Ain't no doubt. We'll be back in the day room, special day room Saturday, man. For those that tapped in for that Louisiana to Texas connection, man. We bringing Pee-wee back, man.
Yeah. We gonna tap in with Pee-wee. Pee-wee, I gotta say this real loud and clear because I want Pee-wee to hear this and it. Pee-wee is a dude from Louisiana that lost 180 fights in prison. He will be on the show Saturday to discuss 181 fights that he lost. And I got some questions about them 181 fights he lost. You know what I'm saying? I got some questions about them 181. On that, man, I'm going to let OG do his thing, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. I'm out of here, man. It's your boy, CEO. Salute.
Like I said, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Although, man, it was rough at the beginning, man, but it's nothing here practice. All this shit is happening in real time. And that's the beauty of it. You get to see it happen in real time. As we went through the interview, he picked up on it. And it's no different, man. You reach one, you teach one. Tonight, we taught him how to use StreamYard. And from now on, he'll always know how to use it when he go on again. Y'all go subscribe to him on his social media sites, man, and support him, man. That's how you help people stay free. support the people that's gonna put the real message out, man. That's all we ask. We not trying to get big. We just trying to be effective, man. And y'all know what effective is, man. And I'm not gonna even say the majority of people going to prison or getting in trouble is black, because everybody in the world nowadays is black. Everybody's black. If you broke, you black. With that note, man, stay up, stay free, and I'll see y'all Saturday.
Yo, this your boy CEO Hockley. Real quick, man, today's episode is being sponsored by OGHollywoodspeaks.com. Yes, that's right. OGHollywoodspeaks.com has this fly gear, man. Savage Drive, man. He has this very fly gear, man. He's a former prisoner that changed his life, did 25 years after receiving a life sentence, got home, and he been home 10 years, man. He's been out, he's been free 10 years. He has his own clothing line called Savage Drive. It represents the kind of drive you need to have to make it to the top, the kind of drive you need to have to stay free, right? And as we talk about this prison topic, I want to highlight and show and give respects to those that have been to prison and that are doing the right things in today's society. Everybody go to OGHollywoodspeaks.com and get that Savage Drive. If you got the drive it takes to be successful, man, support him. Also, you can follow him on YouTube. You can follow him on all social medias at OGHollywoodspeaks.com. We appreciate the support here at CEO Talk, and we also like to support other black people doing something positive, man. Savage Drive, that is the clothing line. Get yours today. Salute.